Okay, we just started our turnaround on the way back. There's Gobbler's now with our friends that we met. There's Roxy. She's a mountaineer with her glasses on, clearly. And this is a snowball. All right, let's go. I'm gonna run down this part. That's why I'm running. So we came up over there, didn't we?
Yeah, but they came up that way.
Yeah, let's go back this way. Well, those are famous last words. This slope here is not fun. Look at that slope. It's like all snow. Thing is, I think it's slushy enough you can just dig into it and it's not that bad. That's a post hole. That's a post hole. That's a post hole. And there it is.
Tell the camera about what our hiking trail buddies brought up the mountain.
Look at all these ladybugs. They're everywhere up on this peak. Roxy's in it. She's part of the mountain now. Just don't lose your shoe.
I'm really trying not to right now. There we go. Oh, my butt is really cold.
So our buddies up on top of the mountain over there, those four, they brought a bottle of champagne all the way up here.
Yeah,
And they popped it. Pop!
Cork flew.
The cork flew and smiles ensued.
I was stoked. It was awesome.
Of course, we didn't have too shabby of our...
Our low stuff.
Yeah, we've had a lot of snacks and treats and...
We're such lightweights. We would not enjoy a cup of champagne right now.
Yeah, I don't want to feel drunk when I'm hiking. It's just not a thing. No. I feel like if I did, I would start to get like weird feeling and
Yeah.
I don't know, it just doesn't sound like something I'm gonna do. Oh, you're doing what I just did. It's kind of slippy.
I'm kind of just putting my butt down.
Yep, that's what I was
Wet
doing.
and cold.
And there we are. A couple small snow drifts, and then we have the big ones, and then after that it's gonna be easy street. But we gotta stay dialed in for this part. I think you're gonna survive though, and they're just cold.
It's just cold.
There's Roxy making her way down from the snowdrift like a boss. All right, here comes the big snowdrift section. The GoPro chest mount has been great. I hope the footage looks okay, but I'm sure it will be okay. All right.
You've got videos to edit now?
Well, I'm gonna have today's, and then I need to finish Thane's because I just put up the ridge line.
I saw that one.
Yeah, the bells. Yep.
If we hike too much, we won't be able to get caught up.
Yeah, because I kind of got to rewatch them, so it's like if the hike is 4 hours, I have to sit there for 4 hours because I don't want to have a moment where I say something that's just disgusting and I don't edit it out because I want people to think I'm not a totally disgusting person, but you know, cat's out of the bag now unless I edit this out. Whoa. Ugh. This is where we post hold. Ugh.
I wouldn't want to do this part after a cup of champagne.
I'm so glad that we did Gobbler's Knob. We just got to get down now. There was definitely some really hot sections coming up. Tiring. It's been a long hike. This conditions us, gets us ready and closer to Lone Peak, which is on our agenda this year. There's Beep, bird. Beep. 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 In your life, have you ever walked across a snow ridge? I haven't. This is the first time I've done this. And it's something you want to stay real dialed in, focused. No like stopping to look around unless you plant your feet firmly. And yeah, looking good. Well, we're almost done. Post hole. You get too close to the dirt and you start to post up because it's warm enough that it melts all the snow. It's not a hard layer. Okay. Up this little guy. Ugh. Lame. Post hole. Oh, slippery. That part was a little slippy, wasn't it? It got me too. Yeah, it does. And dirt. Woo! Good job. Yeah, that slush is tough. Every step you have to just be keyed up. Core strength is, you got to engage the whole time in case you start to slide. Yes. Are your legs freezing still?
Oh, they're doing all right.
Ah, good.
Oh man, my drink tastes good.
We can see so much country from up here.
Cam. So actually looking at several pieces we've done. It's hard to tell It's like Mount Wire. We know it's down there.
All the way over in.
Bancott.
Yeah.
But Granger's the easy one to identify.
Yeah.
Olympus is hiding, but it's there. And then right in the peaks, you can see Clayton and 10420, which we've done. And Preston, its neighbor. And
Yeah,
you can't see the other ones we've done over there.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Step downs. Whoa. A little awkward.
Down the staircase.
Yeah, that was easier to come up than down as far as logistically, but going down, my heart's not beating and I'm not breathing hard. And this was a lot of vertical we had to do today.
Stop for a second and I'll tell you where we were at. 3,200.
Yeah. So it's more than our grandeur stuff was.
That's our highest one of the year.
Yeah, I mean the only one bigger is Olympus that we've done.
Yeah, ever.
We just skirt this.
Yeah.
I think this is where I went down there and made us go up. But the other group did this, so let's see how it looks. The trail's right there, so it's not bad. Just gotta step around some snow here. Oh. Oh, a little treacherous there. Just be careful.
There it goes.
We're in Ladybug Central, man.
Oh, I keep getting on my legs.
They like a Roxy. They're like, oh man, this girl's legs are the best. I don't think I've had one land on me. They're like, that guy stinks. Oh.
Man, it's so nice to have a break from that insane uphill cardio. Downhill is such a treat after that.
I know. The mileage, I think, is way more than what All Trails was telling me on the main map, though. Like, I feel like it was a mile more or something. I don't know. Just
I didn't look at that number. I just looked at elevation. Typically, the elevations before that is actually hard.
yeah, I mean, yeah, 6 or 7 or 8 miles on a flat surface isn't that difficult, but when you're doing half a mile or more of elevation gains, it's tough. Step ups. You gotta step up. You know, Fred Durst says you gotta step off, right?
Yeah, but it's a lot less relevant than step up.
Yeah, I know. Step up sounds cooler for our hiking needs.
It's sort of like angry peppers instead of
Oh.
and green peppers.
Oh, and green peppers, and you're like angry peppers.
I like angry peppers better.
Yeah, it actually is more poetic. Oh, I forgot about this snowdrift. We got a little steppy through. It's just a little guy. Skirted. I mean, you kind of can skirt around the most of it. Easy. So this is where we climbed up over here, and it was all steep, and that was a bad move.
Yeah.
Bad move, bro.
Would not go down that.
Nope. Snowdrifts are tricky because they cover your trail. So it's like,
You can see why a week ago the snowdrifts could have been a bigger problem.
oh yeah. Oh man, my socks have dirt on them.
I can't believe it.
Great.
What's next? Mud on your shoes?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a ladybug on my leg next. Snowdrift. Drip, drip, drip. Now you're singing hiking songs. That's what I normally do. We gotta step through some stuff to go down, or we go through these rocks.
I think going around up maybe that way. So let's go do that.
Not the most graceful, but it worked. There it is. Like a boss. If we see anyone up here coming up, we're gonna be like, oh, you poor sap. You should have started earlier. You know that we passed those people right at the start. I doubt they came up here. There's no way they made it this far.
I bet they just went to the wall. It was 9 a.m. Like, they would have had to start this trail insanely early.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're totally animals, and I don't know. I feel like they didn't do it. Well, we're not that far from the Reynolds cutoff, and then we can decide if we want to do that.
Well, we have to come back anyways to see the flowers.
We don't have to come back. We get to come back. We get the opportunity to come back. I guess it's over here. We're just gonna kind of blaze trail for a minute. Snowdrifts are blocking my way. Sounds like a good country song. Yeah, I remember this. This is a little wonky. This is where we saw our first big conglomerate of congregation of ladybugs.
Beat the summer heat. by climbing next to a snowdrift.
All right, come to where I'm standing, then look up. And you'll be triggered by what we already went through. Remember when we were going up it?
I remember that. It was really tough.
Yeah, it was. It was not.
My calves were feeling it.
Yeah. Your calves were feeling it all the way from the saddle where it broke off.
Yep.
Because that's when you started saying, oh my gosh, my lactic acid's killing me.
Did you watch the next cave video I sent you?
No, I kept clicking the link and all it would do is go back to my other video of the silver mine cave. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I'm being stupid about it.
Go on YouTube and look up next cave and watch the video of somebody climbing it.
Yeah.
This looks like how I thought it would.
Oh, excuse me.
But what I think was that all caves are yucky to me.
Yeah, they're muddy, gross, slimy.
Like they really make my like instinctive caveman brain go, don't go in there.
Yeah.
That looks like a bad place to be.
Yeah. There's a reason why they're always used to depict scary places. They're the unknown, and they're dark, so you can't see, and it's slimy. It's the dirtiest, and there's creatures that you've never seen on the surface down there.
Yep.
So it really is, like you said, good material to inspire the 1,000 feet cave story we have. That's copyrighted, by the way. I need to copyright that name. I need to write that. But I don't want to get distracted and like start writing the second 1,000 feet while I'm still working on black thread.
Yeah, but you can brainstorm. But you can brainstorm with
Yeah.
the video.
Yeah, yeah.
Giving away our good ideas.
The outline. I know, there's like 11 people that are going to watch it and they might write the story and steal it.
They're all going to steal it.
Yeah. Because it's really easy to write a, feature-length film. But yeah, we do need to keep outlining it, coming up with ideas. When you get inspiration, send me it so I can put it in the main outline. Because I have a
All I've really done is what I sent you the other night.
yeah. Yeah, you just want to think about like things in video games or movies or books or in real life that touch on your nerves. Yes, that make you go, oh my gosh, I'm uncomfortable. Because that's the whole idea we're going for, is we're trying to make people squirm in their seat.
Yep.
Woo! This is good. This mountain is something else. This is a big one that was not expected today, but I kind of in the back of my mind thought maybe we should do it, so I'm glad we did.
Mm-hmm.
I almost backed out, but you were like, I don't know, it sounds kind of cool.
Well, once you told me you'd read reviews that people were doing it, I was like, oh, so it's game on.
Yeah.
That's all I've been waiting for, is just like that first review that says, I've done it this season.
Yeah, but some people are much more apt to jump into huge snow drifts and with no fear. And I'm a little more hesitant to just, that's the limit.
My review that we did walk through snow drifts to get to the end of the knob.
Yeah, and that's about the limit of what I want to try is what we just did, because if it gets more sketchy, then I'm like, nah, I don't like this. And snowdrifts are tricky because as the sun heats up in the day, it can cause a huge slab to just break if you step in it. So,
Yeah, well,
I didn't want to like think about that, but that was a reality of something that could happen.
yeah.
Yeah, I kind of went around like this.
Switchies. It's around a snowdrift. It makes it even bigger.
Big old switchy. I love a good switchy. All right. How you feeling?
Good.
All right, can you grab my drink for me?
Definitely.
And now that I can use two hands, or one hand. Holy cow, I put too much of that IV in one jar.
Yeah, that went for like a lot more than that bottle.
Yeah, I just double dosed a full liquid IV in this little thing. It tastes like I'm drinking candy water, 100%. Dying. I'm not gonna try to brag, but I'm kind of like on the level of bragging when I say that I'm proud of how you and I conquered that, and I'm also proud of how fast you and I can bolt down a mountain.
Yeah. So we both sort of feel the same about not lollygagging on this point.
Yeah, like after you do it, you just kind of want to like get it done now. Like I don't want to take, I'm happy to take a break on the way down, but I don't want to take a bunch of them. This is muddy, so I'm going over to this rocks. Yeah, I'm cutting over here. This is the side trail, yeah. That mud was too much over there. Are you done with the glasses or you want them? I can take them. Okay.
I kept seeing that shadow with mud.
Yeah, I know. I had the same problem. It got really dark all of a sudden. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, the downhill does blast your quads, man.
Which is good, because
I love blasted quads.
way nicer to just do a different muscle for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, it's how you get balanced legs. You gotta go up and down. Well, if you want, you can walk on that drift and have one more adventure.
Slide down it.
I know, I'm half tempted.
Alright, we're almost back to the forest.
Yeah, good old Quakey. Look at this river coming out of this. Just running water out of that drift.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. In full sun. It's all crystal shiny, like a bunch of diamonds. I always say I don't need diamonds in my life because I can just go and look at a beautiful stream in the sun and I get all the shinies I can handle.
It's prettier than a diamond.
It really is.
It's dynamic.
Uh-huh. It's like 10,000 of them.
And early on this hike were some really gorgeous creeks and waterfalls that we're going to be excited about seeing again, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of blazed through a lot, just trying to get moving, you know.
We knew we had to be a long day ahead of us, so we were trucking through.
I feel like Gobbler's is harder to get to than Reynolds, even though Reynolds goes straight up.
It's a lot longer.
Yeah, Reynolds is much shorter, and we'll verify that on a map, but that's what I'm... You okay?
Yep. Kicking rocks like I do.
Roxy, her namesake, kicking rocks. Ah.
First major shade.
Yeah. Back to big old dead trees.
Big epic pine tree section.
They're like a gate.
Yeah.
You have to go through them. They're the Gobbler gatekeepers. The Gobbler gatekeeper.
At the top of the Gobbler's knob.
Yep. It's a hell of a knob.
I'd love to meet Gobbler. Is he a turkey?
He's a Yeti, most likely. Some say he's half turkey, half Yeti. I don't know. I forgot about this snowdrift 100%. This is where we first said, I don't know, this might be crazy. Or at least I said that in my brain. I don't know if I said it out loud.
Coming up.
Yeah, good thing we're going down, huh?
Yeah.
We're gonna hit more snow, but we might want to grab a snowball if it gets a touch hotter than this.
So now it's going to be warm on the stretch down here after we flatten.
Yeah. True. Plus we saw a rubber boa and what we think is a garter snake.
Pretty safe bet.
Yeah, it looked like one. Normal tail, so it definitely wasn't a rattler or anything weird like that. Didn't have a weird shaped head for the venom glands, so I'm just gonna still say that we've yet to see a rattler, but any day, any minute, we could have that change. We're up here enough that it's gotta happen eventually.
We keep thinking that and haven't had it happen yet.
Yeah, we've done, somewhere like 330 miles of hiking and haven't seen one in the Wasatch.
Alright. Here comes the Raymond's turn off.
I don't know, it doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty steep. If it was up this first one, I'd be like half tempted, but to then get up there and then have it just kind of, yeah.
After having already done this much elevation gain, I would just be worried about having tired legs on a sketchy spot.
Yeah, I agree. No, I think we should come back and do this trail some weekend in the next 3 weeks, but it's gonna get hotter, so we'd have to be here earlier, or if we get a rainy weekend, yeah, then we bring our rain gear and hike until our heart's content. But to hike up Raymond's in the rain might be not a great idea. I don't know. All right, there's the turnoff. Bye-bye, Raymond's. Ooh, it's hot right here. Just like you said. Yeah, it's a little steeper than it doesn't look steep on the camera at all, but it's every single step we have to engage our slowdown brakes and our quads so that we don't go running out of control. So you never get to relax your legs. Like right there, I get like one step where I get to relax my legs. Ugh. And back on down. Just stop and look for a second, but not over the snake holes.
You don't want to stop right there?
So, there's no deception there that you go right up where those snowdrifts are.
Yeah.
Like literally you go right up over those snowdrifts. And you'd think that's the end, but it does that over and over and over. I would also like to see these quakies when they're in full leaf.
Yeah.
Like, are half of them dead? They must be. Like, that one's probably... No, he's got buds on him. Even though he's ripped half open and he's still got buds.
I suspect the quakies are pretty resilient since they have their like family-ness.
Yeah, their interconnected root system.
They're all one.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a huge interconnected root system. So yeah, that's true. Like, the ones alive around the broken one can feed it. If the main trunk is... Yeah, like if the main tap root, I guess, is broken, it doesn't really matter because it can live. I thought we might see someone else coming up this. Yeah, it was pretty epic. So, I don't know if those are actually what we climbed on top of as well, those further back ones, or if those are to the right of where we were. It's hard to say, isn't it? But further down we might be able to see some... Yeah. Was this low?
I was gonna say, did we go around that?
I think we did. I don't even remember it. I don't remember that at all, which is weird.
Look back in the footage and let us know.
Yeah, like we must have walked around it because I don't remember crouching all the way under that. Oh, I do remember crouching under some of these. Yeah. Oh. A little bit of shade relief or cool down. This section's wild because it's like everything's dead. This is where an avalanche rolled through and just crushed this area. It's so weird looking. It's almost like you're walking through some graveyard.
They're not dead. There's buds on all of these.
Yeah, they lived. Huh. See, Raymond's is deceptively far too. It probably will keep irritating us if we do that.
Huh?
I said Raymond's is deceptively far because we'd be like at the top of that and being like, dude, look how far over it still is.
Oh yeah, no, it was definitely not close to the covering. Here, look at.
Yeah, did we miss that?
We must have.
No, this is where the other two people were. Yeah,
Ah.
I remember because this is the one that goes to some place. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That seems wrong. My legs are tired already. I know that I'm going to be blasted tonight.
Yeah, I'm feeling extremely grateful that I have plenty of food to eat at home, and I'm not going to do anything the rest of the day except chill.
Yeah. I've got leftover pizza. I'm going to get cleaned up and then go and see Chandler and eat food.
Yeah.
It should be the living the life. Well, that's great. That means that, so this is kind of proving that we can come up this far for a lot of hikes.
Yeah.
There's some snow drifts, but that's going to disappear quickly in the next 2 or 3 weeks because tomorrow's June 1st. Yeah, so I would say that we could do next weekend, we could do dogs or whatever and have fun doing that. I don't know. I'm open for whatever. I really am. I really don't care what we do as long as we get out in nature somehow.
You want to try and hike on Wednesday?
Maybe. It's just if I do that, I'm not very good at doing a hike and then going to work.
Yeah.
Because I get tired and then I want to just go to sleep. Yeah, why don't you tell me what your plans are, and if I can pull it off.
When we've made them. We hadn't landed on anything yet.
So it's over here. There's some prints here that guide us over, I guess. Because that kind of took us off trail there. Snow, snow, there we go. Lots of snow on the trail. Get a nice snowball. Wow, maybe we'll see a second rubber boa because we're feeling lucky today.
Pretty unreal.
So many. These are columbines, I think, these little ones. A lot of them. This forest is probably going to be just amazingly different in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I think the other hiker lady was right that we should really try to do that.
Yeah.
And we'll say, look, we're going to try to do Raymond because it's going to be, you know, hot, but we're going to do it anyway.
We'll do it earlier. Not be slow getting up.
Yeah, I mean, it's just whatever you end up doing. I don't want to make hiking a chore, right? Like, it's always got to be fun. I get up naturally at like 5 or 6, 6:30 most days, and I feel fine. But I go to bed at like 8:30 or 9, right? So.
Yeah, I don't even get home late most nights, so.
Sorry, I had to get some pokey out of my sock. I'll probably go home, take my socks and shoes off, and have a ladybug in there. So that's the other highlight we need to remember. Was we saw hawks, we saw snakes, and we saw 10,000 ladybugs. And a couple pretty butterflies, or moths, so I don't know what they are. That fruit gusher on the trail is going to be there all year. Ah, this part of the trail is meandering and feels good on my legs. Yeah.
The flat is like such a welcome change.
I know.
You never get a nice flat section.
Like I feel like I'm just like walking on air all of a sudden.
None of my muscles are activated. What's this?
Yeah, this is easy. Ah, that breeze too. That's nice. So I bought a bunch of $5 movies on Amazon Prime over the last week. I basically was like an addict and spent like $200. Yeah, I splurged a little. I have 180 movies on Prime now. Yeah, you guys should be able to find all kinds of stuff if you want to look for movies.
Well, it seems like we're going back towards putting a movie on in the background when we do our crafts on Saturdays.
Yeah, that's good.
So it seems like you'll keep us busy for the next 180 weeks.
I have movies. I probably have 140 of them I haven't even watched. Because I buy them and I don't even watch them. I'm just waiting for when I do want to watch them.
That's my problem with movies, is that if I wait till I want to watch them, I never watch a movie ever.
I mean, if you don't want to watch a movie, you shouldn't, right? Like,
Yeah, I mostly just watch YouTube videos or TV shows.
yeah. So,
Not my top pick to watch a movie. I like going to the movie theater though.
yeah, I like a movie as a background, something. I do that a lot.
Yeah, you always have.
Ah, woodpeckers down there. Aha. What an amazingly beautiful place that we live so close to. See, we couldn't even have a clue of where Gobbler's was from here. But that is a long ridge line, and look at all the snow. Like, I think we'd be
Yeah, I
doing,
think it would be kind of scary.
it'd be like probably worse than Gobbler's.
Check the reviews later today, see if anyone says.
Yeah, good idea.
People were on it, but some people said it and on the roof line, but not a lot. But we still haven't seen any more upward traffic. It seems it's very quiet since this morning.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised about that because it's a Saturday. Like, if it was Wednesday, I wouldn't be so surprised, but it's Saturday.
I think a lot of Utah natives hike on Sunday. Like,
Yeah,
I think that's always been one of those things that's sanctioned by the church.
yeah, because it's like you're in nature, so it's okay.
Everyone else is just like, well, my friends are going to go hiking on Sunday, so I'm going to go hiking on Sunday.
Yeah, plus Saturday's kind of when you got to do your housework and make sure everything's lined up. Get your next week set.
Saturday, but I'm not necessarily open on Sunday. So if you're a non-native watching this video, there's your life hack when you visit Salt Lake City. Go hiking any day but Sunday, it'll be pretty quiet.
Yeah, unless you go to Donut Falls. If you go to Donut Falls, it's a train wreck of people and a few others. What are the most...
Actually, if you go right past Donut Falls and keep going up that fork,
Yeah?
it's super quiet because no one does that.
Oh, I didn't know there was an option, so there you go.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of mining history in that.
Yeah. We hiked that trail the day...
We hiked
the one across the street.
Willow Heights.
Yeah,
Willow is something.
Willow Heights, and that's that same day, like 2 hours after we were off the trail, a trail runner got attacked by a black bear.
It's pretty unsettling for us to hear. It's just down the road from where we were.
Yeah. That's why I carry some sort of form of defense. I hope I never have to use it, but if I get some black bear grunting and following us down the trail, I'll definitely feel a lot better than if I just have a rock in my hands.
Yeah.
But in my life of hiking in Utah, I've never seen a bear in the wild.
I've seen a bear while in a car in Hill Creek Canyon.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
It was walking near the road.
I've seen about, I'd say 12 or 15 moose.
When you're really not supposed to hike, because dawn and dusk is when the animals are out.
Yeah, they get. My buddy Paul used to always say, he's big into deer hunting. He said that the deer lose all of their smart, cunning cleverness at dawn and dusk. They just get stupid.
Which is also why they get run over by cars at that hour, because they're just stupid at that hour.
Yeah, like the light doesn't work for their brain, and so they just like start wandering around.
Yep. Always really watch yourself if you're driving on a mountain trail, mountain road at 4 a.m.
Same thing with vampires. Gotta watch out. Dusk till dawn. This has been a great trail. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself today. We have a lot of downhill. Sorry, what were you saying?
We've been really cruising right now.
Yeah, the downhill is just so much easier. This is where I say I think I can be a trail runner. Like going up, no, but coming down, I'd wear my running shoes, and they're the ugliest things ever, but I'd still wear them and just not care, because hiking is about utility, not looks.
Yeah.
And then, you know, a lot of times going down something steep's easier if you're kind of jogging. So.
It's all about how well can you control yourself.
Yeah, you have to be a controlled downward. If you ever lose control, you need to slow down. That's what they always say with skiing. If you're out of control, then you need to brake, because you should never be out of control.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys get out there and they're like trying to impress their girlfriend or whatever, and they just go like flying down the hill like totally out of control. Nope. All right, we also got a lot of great wildflower pictures today, which is excellent. Boy, that looks hard, because it's a lot hotter now than it was. Let's look at your temperature.
Thinking about it again.
Yeah. Right now it's barely over 80. It's the same.
Oh.
How is that?
I don't know. We're not covered in snowballs?
Yeah, I think that's surprising to me.
It wasn't hurting us covering ourselves in
Yeah,
ice blocks.
the snow is that's my favorite trick. I love it. When all the snowdrifts melt, I'm going to be sad I can't just grab snow.
At that point, we'll just be permanently living at Brighton for our hikes.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to go up the Split Rock Trail up to Snake Creek. Go look at those wildflowers and then jump on that one peak that we missed.
Yep.
He's taunting me.
Those were the best wildflowers for us, so
Ever.
we're definitely going to be excited about doing that.
I super want to document how beautiful those flowers were.
It's been my phone background for since we've been there. It's so amazing.
Yeah, and the photo doesn't even do it justice when you're standing inside a sea of lupins and what other ones were there? It was like there was red ones and paintbrush and
sticky geranium, I want to say.
Yeah, that was amazing. Plus, we got to go to the what's the mineral called again of that rock? Chrysocolla. The Chrysocolla rock. That thing was sweet. I want to see it.
I know more about the mining history right there. I mean, there's not that much to know, but
Yeah.
I know as much as I can as of now.
But the Chrysocolla would be really cool to have a little bit more for your yard.
Yeah.
It's so striking when you look at it. You're like, what is with the bright blue?
You saw it in our rock bird bath.
I did. Yeah, it looked fantastic. It's like a blue flower, but it's a rock. It's amazing.
Oh, it's so much cooler when you find it yourself.
Yeah.
The rock pounder's secret.
We didn't have anyone tell us anything about it either. We just walked up and we're like, what the heck? We saw a couple flakes early on and I was like, whoa. You and I were like, dude, collect one or two of these. There's little green and blue. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, that's where they're coming from. This huge rock outcropping that's looked like aqua fresh. Yeah, that's so cool. This part is a long stretch. I forgot about how long it is, but
It is, and it is exposed the whole way.
yeah. Maybe the Quakies coming out will really make this a little easier. Probably not, because it'll be 90 degrees instead of 80. So we'll have to just get doused in water completely in the river down below. Yeah, just start bringing a spray bottle, and every river we see, we fill it up and spray it all over us.
I'm sure there's some tricks.
Ooh.
Same quite what you and I need to just learn.
You feel that heat?
Yep. I'm looking at that snow and thinking, oh, good.
Yep, time for a snowball. Operation Snowball! I say that from the movie Roxanne, you know, where I got your name. When they have to go rescue the cat. All the firemen have to rescue a cat named Snowball, and they keep yelling, Operation Snowball! All right. Oh yeah. Give me that big chunk. Chunk it. I love some good snow. My hand's already freezing. Ooh. Put a little in my hat. Ooh, snow on the head. Snow on the head makes everything better. Well, Roxy, I love hiking with you because you're an animal. I feel like I'm pushing you really hard, but you always are just like 5 feet behind me.
That's good, because it means you think you need to do it with someone else.
Yeah. I don't have any other hiker in the world I trust as much as you for sure-footedness.
Yeah, I think one of the tricks is that we've established such a good, like, we only hike when we're having fun thing.
Yeah, we definitely. All right. Well, we've seen a couple people going up. Good for them. Yeah, so like the trick is that we keep pushing ourselves too into zones that are just a touch, like make our nerves move. But we get new experiences that then when you get home, it's like, oh, that was amazing. Like going through the snow has been a whole new thing this year for us. And it's been really exciting. Y'all good? You need a break.
My ice is just making my tummy cold.
You keep putting snow down your shirt.
I know, but it keeps my core cool and I'm not suffering out.
See, I don't do that. I do it on my head. Head and hands, head and hands. The good thing about snow in your hat too is that when it drips water on you, at first you think, oh, I'm sweating, but then you're like, wait a minute, no, I'm not sweating. There's the wasp.
Yep.
Wasp nest. So I think, oh no, I'm really like sweating hard. Oh no, wait, it's just the snow. Oh yeah. Someone, I dropped half my snowball because I almost slipped. There was nothing on the trail to slip on, but I did anyway. I stepped on the shoulder of the trail. My legs are tired, I'll admit it.
Yeah, my ankles are starting to feel pretty tired.
You're already ibuprofened up too, so you might actually be a little more sore than you think.
That's true.
But that was smart to get some ibuprofen and just knock out any sort of headache or...
Well, I'm like, if I'm going to have even a sliver of a headache, I will have a really hard time continuing. So I'm glad we took care of it.
Yeah. Which reminds me of an idea that I think if I was into the ibuprofen industry already, what I would do is I would invent an ibuprofen that's twice the size, and half of the pill is ibuprofen and the other half is electrolytes.
That is a good idea.
Because people would end up saying, this always gets rid of my headaches no matter what.
Yeah.
Because one or the other is the problem, right? Like,
Caffeine pills are the other one people do for headaches. So I'm like, simple solution, just go drink a cup of coffee.
well, and caffeine pills implying that you're kind of addicted to caffeine already, so maybe you're getting a little bit of a constriction because you're not taking your caffeine. But yeah, I think electrolytes is a no-brainer because you could put some potassium, magnesium, and salt in there.
Yeah.
And people, they're not like crunching ibuprofen, you just swallow it.
Yeah.
And then, so you'd get the pain blockers and you'd get your electrolytes. Because normally when people get like a headache, it's one of those two things that's causing it. A lot of times people get a headache, they take ibuprofen, but they're actually just low on electrolytes, and so then their headache doesn't go away. I'm like super jacked up on electrolytes right now because I took so many.
Both of those energy packets, you had liquid IV, you had tons of Gatorade.
Yeah, I'm jacked up on electrolytes right now. But I feel great, so that's the point.
Right,
So here's a,
lake?
of course. No, we're going home. We're gonna call this, I don't know what it's gonna be, a 7 or 8 mile something.
I think it's going to be 8 miles.
That's what I think too. But we're gonna look, and whatever's the biggest number on All Trails or Google Fit, I'm taking it.
Yep.
I'm not trying to diminish my achievements, I'm trying to blow them up. Oh, this section's nice, a little flat. Ah. We're almost to Circle All Peak again.
Have to double bag it?
We could very easily, but I don't think we need to.
No need to.
It's easy enough that when we do Reynolds, we might just do it again anyway.
Yeah.
But I think we do it on the way down, unless we have George with us or somebody. But if it's just you and me, we'll just do it on the way down if we have energy, just to get the view. But I'm good today. I'm overloaded. Yeah, I'm overloaded on views. I've had too many views. My brain can't comprehend how pretty everything is. Yeah, I'm only gonna open my eyes 1 second out of every 10.
Make sure you're in the same place.
That way I can memorize the turns, and I can practice being blind if I ever end up having really, really bad eyes, because my eyes suck. Yeah, me too. Snowball's gone, but that's not too bad because there's another snowdrift coming up.
So the section from Sickle all the way through to the Quaking Aspen Forest is pretty flat.
It's pretty flat, and it's full sun though, so it's kind of hot, and it goes on for a long ways. This is where I saw the snake.
Yeah.
It's such beautiful country. When I look at these mountains, so that's Gobbler's Knob right in front of us over there, to the left.
So look, I was right about it not being that one or that
Oh,
one.
it's that one.
Is that one?
It's that one, I think.
The tallest one?
Uh-huh.
Let's double check.
I don't know,
No, I don't know.
but
We've been on the trail for 5 hours today.
Yeah,
This
we've
is
been-
like our longest day of the
yeah,
year.
we've been tearing it up.
No, it's over there.
It is.
Yeah.
So that's the initial one
That's
that we
part of
thought.
the-
That's the false summit.
The false.
That's the
Yeah.
first false. Wow. Okay, thanks for checking that, because my brain needed to understand what was up.
It's crazy. It's like 5 hours. That sounds so long, but it hasn't felt that long. It does mean your footage is going to take a long time to get through.
Yeah. It means they're going to be huge videos. If they get too big, I'll have to do part 1, part 2. It's not a big deal. It's probably smarter to do it that 1.5 to 2 hours is the limit. I think I did a 3-hour one already, but I kind of remember you laying down in that, or was it a different one?
It was that one.
I think it was too. Which is excellent footage, by the way, of you laying face down into snow. Ooh, a little uphill in the heat. Woo, woo lad. I have a little still that's melted on my hat. Like the crown of my head is like ice cold. It's like I said, I just had a moment that I felt really, really like a natural human being doing what I'm supposed to do. Because like the heat and the wind in my body and walking through here, it just felt supremely healthy. Like I said, the opposite of kind of sitting underneath fluorescent lights in front of a computer. It just gets so old.
Water all the way up to the mountain into that river.
Well, it's so you can drink it, but the real second reason I'm going to add is that it makes you stronger to carry extra weight. Because, yeah, I don't want champagne. Our guac is the way to go. And maybe we do need to bring our camping backpack stove with some hot dogs on one of these. And we'll just like wait until someone pops a bottle of champagne and be like, oh, we have hot dogs. All right, there goes the Circle All Peak trail behind us. So our next junction. Yeah, we got a double peak day. 2 peaks for one day, so that's amazing. Well, yeah, we were hoping we'd get Reynolds, but not sure. Yeah, Reynolds is Dog Lakes, and then Raymond is that big looming monstrosity that we just walked past.
Raymond is Gobbler Knob's brother.
Yeah. Yeah, Raymond looked pretty serious. In 3 weeks, it'll probably be perfect as far as snow. It'll be melted enough that the trail just goes up. I bet it will, because we're in June, man, so like it's melt time.
Technically, it's May 31st.
I hope it doesn't melt all of it, because, yes, you're right, technically it's May 31st. If it doesn't melt all of it and leaves like a little patch here and there, then we can use it to cool down.
Yep.
We just don't want to have a treacherous trail.
Now what I've got in my backpack is ice. It's super lightweight. Next time, I'm gonna say something bold here.
Uh-oh.
2 block cups each.
Ooh. Well, I need to go to Costco and buy a whole box of them, and then.
Yeah. Well, I have a box in my fridge, so.
And I thought those Sam Clubs brand that you had it was delicious. So
Yeah,
I
they
was.
were both good. I'm very pleased.
Yeah, that was tasty. I'm gonna grab a little snowball.
That's our last one.
This is our last snowball. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we'll get out of your way.
No
need to slip. Take your time.
All right, we're out of your way, but you have to walk through the mud. Yeah, you too. Hey, where were you coming from? Gobblers?
Well, the fork goes up there and then comes around.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice. All right, have a good one, man. Sorry to interrupt you about that. Just wondering. Like I didn't see him anywhere, so where'd he come from?
I think he did the desolation route.
Yeah, the one that was up there.
Yeah.
And then did so like a triangle, or yeah, like.
Yeah, it's a big old triangle.
So many cool trails up here.
There are. And it's amazing when you get up here and you're like, this thing has been snowed over for months, and yet the trail looks just fine. Like, I don't know if that means the trail maintenance crews are just on the ball, or if they just hold up pretty well.
Yeah, like I think there's just always problem sections, and the trail maintenance builds, logs up on the side to stop it from degrading. But
Yeah.
like this part probably doesn't need a lot because the roots hold it in place.
Yeah, it seems like some of them are just easier.
Hey, more snow. Forgot about this guy. Whoa, no falling in the mud.
Oh, I'm getting a little more snow though. I think this one really is our last one.
I do think so. Big chunk of snow. Oh yeah, switchies.
Some more serious downhill again.
Yeah. We're in the stage now where our legs are just like in pure like strengthening up mode. As long as we eat and get our rest tonight, we'll be better for the next week. Just keep going. Tear it up, man. Blast your quads. Like, could you imagine going to the gym and doing 5 hours of Stairmasters? Be so dreadful. Yeah, just dreadful boring. Ugh. That's why hiking's the way to go. You get to see interesting things. We get to go up and down. It's not a flat surface, so our ankles and hips and knees get stronger in all directions. We get to have fresh air. We don't have a crowd of people running around us in the gym. Like once in a while on the trail you see someone, but they're generally very nice people. And even if they're not nice, they're just quiet. Like, you don't... Yeah, it's just like they're in their world, which is cool. I think that the difficulty of it blocks out a lot of jerks. Like, they don't even want to, like, kind of come up this far. You good on everything, or do you need a snack? Or
I'm good.
I've got more gummy bears. I have another pack of the little Korean barbecue meat treats, and
Fine on food.
then fruit bars.
Snack, lunch.
Yeah, I'm feeling good too. So yeah, we'll just keep cruising.
I did carbo load last night, so
Yeah,
I think that helps.
it definitely does. Carbing up is a known trick to doing a large exertion the next day. You fill your muscle with glycogen. But if you just carb up, look how pretty those are.
Those ones are really nice, yeah.
If you just carb up and then sit on the couch, then you get fat. Then it's not good for you. I know from personal experience. Yeah, this is just a land of bluebells. Just all the way down this ravine, it's just bluebells.
I don't even really remember this spot.
I do. I remember we were feeling the heat pretty good, so that's probably why you blocked it out. Little downhill.
And then take a big drink and slow down a little bit.
Yeah, good idea. I'll have a big drink too. Look at my chunk of snow. He still looks the same.
So sweet.
Yeah, mine's too IV. Too liquid IV'd up, man. Whoa.
Note taken for your little bottles.
Yeah, mistakes were made.
Half and 2 bottles instead.
Ah, lunch tree. This is where I dropped all my Gardettos.
Gardetto.
Gardetto tree. They're still sitting there. Hopefully this little squeaky enjoys them tonight.
Yeah.
Woo, this section's hot.
Yeah, this was part of why we did take a break.
Twitchy. Yeah, my feet are pretty tired. The soles of them are pretty hot from stomping all day.
You know what helps is dripping snow in your socks.
Well, you know, I was just like thinking I feel really good, but I am tired, but my brain is pretty good at just ignoring little things, little nags. Like as a kid, I would have been like, ugh. But, you know, with a little bit of just discipline and learning to just not focus on it, and it doesn't really bug me. It's there, but it doesn't bug me. Let me squish my snowball. Compress. Charlie told me that we should go Saturday because tomorrow's going to be rainy, but I looked at the weather and it said it was going to be even a touch hotter tomorrow.
Oh, maybe get his idea.
He looked at it earlier in the week and then it pushed back. The rain is going to be on Monday, Tuesday, it looks like.
If it was going to rain on Sunday, we would have hiked on Sunday.
That's true, actually. I wasn't thinking about that. We're kind of looking for a rainy day for hiking.
Yeah, you tell Charlie, I want a rain day. I just bought a bunch of reindeer.
That's true. And the guys will think I'm even more insane.
Yeah, you have to climb a mountain for fun. You climb a mountain in the rain for fun.
Through snow drifts. So awesome. Like now that we're past all the snow drifts, right? When I look back at it, I'm like, dude, that was sweet. I loved it.
It was, because it wasn't actually that scary.
Yeah, it's just like in your head, you can make it worse than it is.
Yeah.
But it was just fine.
I mean, it could have been really dangerous if something had gone wrong. But it was just more of a risky spot.
Yeah. It was a moment where, like, if I had a bunch of kids, if you were like a Boy Scout leader with like 10 people with you, you'd be like,
All right, nope.
no, one of you is going to go off the hill. But you trust me and I trust you with where you put your feet. So, and the more we do that, the more confident we get, which could be dangerous if you get overly confident, but I don't think so. It makes it so we,
It's infrequent enough, I don't think we can get that confident.
yeah, and we believe in our skills more. It's just like Millicent's boulders, like looking at that the first time. Now if we did it, I'd be like, yeah, what's the problem? It's actually fun. We're just going to go up the boulders.
Yeah.
You just have to be careful you don't step on one that's rocking and rolling, but most of them aren't.
Nope, and I think that we're going to be crazy enough to climb Millie again and down Tuscarora again. That was pretty cool.
I know. And we were like, I'm never doing that again, but now
Between Millie and Wolverine was awesome.
I know. Wolverine Cirque is like, it's like my spirit cirque. I love Wolverine Cirque. It's like it's a place that to me was so unbelievably beautiful that I have to see it again.
Yeah. And the pikas are there.
Pikas, pika boo.
I'm still surprised that seeing a pika is supposed to be rare, because I feel like we saw so many.
Yeah, when we did White Pine, they were everywhere.
You were in white pika, sir.
Yeah, really. That road was brutal though, but the pikas made it so it wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
They kept yelling at us. Doo! You're like, I don't even know you're there until you told me about it. Like, what kind of defense mechanism is that? I know, I get it. You're sounding the alarm, but you're letting us all know you're there.
So I just up higher, it's going to be more like this.
What?
Like up higher, where like Quakies haven't started opening up.
Oh.
This is what it'll be like.
Oh, right.
A little bit shadier.
And then this will probably have more wildflowers because like yarrows will be popping.
Yarrows are very slow moving up here. They don't even necessarily go loud a lot of times.
Oh, this is steep. Quads engaged. Oh my gosh. Woo, lad. That's a little bit steep. Let's take a stop and look at the trail. Yeah,
Yeah, that one
it's
was,
steep.
that was a toughie.
We're getting smoked on this one.
Early on. This gives a little bit more credit to the end part where we were already done with tons of elevation at that point.
Yeah, this trail's definitely difficult. I'm gonna put it on the advanced level.
Yeah, this is not a first hike of the year type of hike.
I mean, it's not challenging. It's just that it's got a lot of vertical.
I think 3,000 definitely pushes it into a new zone.
Yeah. Because really, 2,000 of vertical is pretty hard. Yeah. It's no walk around the lake. You know, it's like you're gonna be panting and sweating and dying of heat and.
You say that. You gave me an idea for next week's hike. What if we do Silver Lake? Right.
Oh, the one with all the planking around it with a million tourists?
Boardwalk.
Yeah, that one was really great. It was like people running up and down.
All the way, so you only got to walk 3/4 of the tiny loop.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that one. I don't think I'm going to do that again. Unless I'm with someone who's never done it, I guess.
Even then.
This is where Mr. was.
Oh,
Miss
yeah.
Rubber Boa.
Rubber Boa Corner. 'Cause we did go over this aspen.
Oh, yeah. I'm going over it. Whoa, yeah.
I don't wanna.
Whoa, yeah. Whoa, whoo. Those are noises I make when my legs are tired. Oh. All right, Roxy. You know you love it.
It's certainly something.
It's something. Oh, dang it. Now you owe me lunch. You okay?
Damn it. I'm good.
You almost went the whole trip until then.
I had to go off trail. That's why.
Gonna get you some new shoes. Or new darn shoes.
That was the ground not being stable. No shoe could have stopped that.
Well, I did it. So what's the deal?
I had giant bear claw spiders, maybe.
Well, did I just pick a better spot?
Yeah.
Creaky, creaky. Goodbye, Snowball. I loved you. You go into that creek. You be a good boy.
Have fun.
See the little side lily things, whatever those are? Kind of cool. All right. Well, we're almost down to the junction at this point then. Bluebell Meadow. This thing has got so many. Really pretty. These are all bluebells. Oh, I'm starting to remember the start of this trail did go straight up when we were by the pines and the river.
Yeah, no,
It was intense.
yeah, it was super intense. That group that came behind us must have missed us like a wall. We didn't ever see any of them again.
Yeah, that's true. We never saw them. We're taking long enough. Chandler's probably getting worried. I told her where we're going and she said, okay, I got it all down. I'll let the SWAT team know if they need to rescue you.
Don't call them till tomorrow afternoon.
I know, I told her not to worry unless it's already dark and she still hasn't heard.
And even then,
Even then, I'm probably all right.
Even then, search and rescue is probably going to say, give them a little more time.
I told her it was a popular trail, so if there's a problem. Hello.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good one. I told her it's a popular trail, so if we had a problem, we'd get signal down. You know, you're going to pass somebody that just runs down for you and tells the...
My phone has the satellite messaging option too, so...
I forgot about that. You're 100% right.
Some peace of mind.
Yeah, I do need to tell her that. Ugh.
Getting a text from Grand Gulch is one of the coolest things I've ever done. I was probably one of the very first people to ever do that.
Yeah, I believe it.
If not the first.
Probably. You broke the record because the technology was just brand new,
It was brand new,
and then you went down there.
early in the year, and we have to look at it.
There's a good chance the first time in the history of the world somebody reached out to the greater world. You go there, I'll go here. From Grand Gulch.
Mid-afternoon. Really, we barely stayed in Butler's Fork at all.
Really, it's so true. I love having a loose, easy to change, flexible plan. We go with what we feel when we're given the inspiration. And it seems that when we do that and we keep our minds open to just what's happening and to change, that it seems to always work out for us.
True.
We've had a lot of exciting hikes that were like just kind of surprises.
Yeah. Just decided to go a little bit further on a whim and discover something awesome.
Yeah. Plus you spotted that parking lot spot right at the start.
That's
Like
true.
that right there is like another sign of like, yeah, this is where we're going.
Yeah, it's right when everyone else pulled over too. So it was like,
Plus no one was coming down the road, so I could pull right back out and go into it.
that
Like,
was the stroke of serious luck.
yeah, that was sweet.
And we aren't even gonna get your carpet dirty anymore.
I know. I can't believe you bought me those. I'm not used to having like these surprise gifts. Chandler buys them for me, and now you bought me one. I'm like the luckiest guy in the world. Not to be cheesy, but I feel like I'm super lucky. Like my whole life I'm just like blessed with all kinds of good things. And I had moments where I was fighting the current and it wasn't working well, but then when I just accepted what I was given, everything got like perfect and beautiful. Yep. All good?
Yep.
Oh, we're almost down to the junction.
Ooh, feel it.
Feel it in your legs, huh?
Yep.
Me too. We've been putting the brakes on for a while. Oh, that smells good. Sometimes I get a really huge...
Take her behind us. Oh, good. Good? Wanna go to Dog Lake now?
Don't tempt me. I'll put you through hell.
So much less appealing now that we lost all that elevation.
Yeah, like we should have done Dog Lake up above
We were in
so we could drop into it. Yeah.
This is not the time to decide. We ran into a Dog Lake in one day.
Maybe. If we're feeling it. You never know. Oh, this is so beautiful in here. This section is just the prettiest. It's just so great. Wow. So we'll start seeing more people now.
Yeah, we're gonna get back down with people. We're gonna go.
You know, that's my mode of operation, modus operandi. I like to make people wonder, what the heck? The guys at work call me a troll. Whatever. Ah. Beautiful, beautiful. And we're leaving Mount Olympus Wilderness.
Where are we now?
That feels the same, I don't know. It's weird.
We're going to a portal from a whole new world called the Mount Olympus Wilderness. There's one Twin Peaks over on this side.
Yeah, that's... So it's Wasatch Cache, and then Olympus, and then Twin Peaks, and then Lone Peak.
Yeah. They're one of the big dog mountains that you can see the name of the wilderness.
Wow, this section's so steep off the side, like, it's scary.
It is scary. I didn't want to watch that one in the snow.
Nope. Ugh. This is some...
It is so hard. I think it was 20 degrees colder.
Going down, it's actually hard. My legs are burning. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bernie. I mean, look at that thing. It's hot right now. Ugh. Whoa. It's a heat wave right here. This is really hot. If you're going uphill, I'd turn around right now. Whew. Ugh. But we're close, Roxy. We're almost down to the road because the river's right there. Holy smokes.
So hot.
That was steep and hot. Man. I'm gonna ask to look at your temperature.
I was gonna say, you gotta look at the thermometer too. This is just crazy.
It's 87.
Yeah, I feel it. I'm sweating again. We're going downhill. We don't normally sweat like that.
Nope. Beautiful river. Let me just shoot that. I mean, look at that with the terraces. I know I'm standing in the full sun. Oh, big yellow tiger. All right, this is so much better than that steep section. Whoa. There's the road. I completely forgot about this. There she goes. Oh.
A little further than I could have gone for.
It doesn't matter. You made it. Yeah, see? It was a bonus. All right, Roxy, we're almost done. So we're gonna get ready to turn our all trails off and drive home and eat and get cleaned up and have a really relaxing night, knowing that we had so much fun going up and down this trail with Gobbler's Knob. What an incredible mountain. That's a long time. And we pushed it the whole way. There it is. Thanks for coming along with us. Bye.